want this to stick and burn. Okay, you can use a candy thermometer also and let it get to about 238 degrees. Okay, after that, we're going to add our chocolate chips, and then we're going to finish the rest of our ingredients. Okay, sit back, hold on tight, and I'll be back. Okay, I'm back now, and this is where we are. Now, my butter, my sugar has been in the pot for 5 minutes. We have to wait until the boil point to boil it for 5 minutes, okay? Now, we're going to add our chocolate chips. Very simple, okay? And we're going to stir them and let them melt, okay? We're just going to let them melt, okay? Okay, that's my timer going off, okay? So, let's let them melt, excuse me. I'm gonna let them melt. This is my dad's famous walnut fudge, okay? Simple ingredients: butter, sugar, evaporated milk, chocolate chips, walnuts or pecans, whichever one you would like to add. You might want to add cashews. It's totally up to you. You know, I always take a recipe, even if it's my family recipe, and sometimes I will tweak it to my liking, okay? So if you don't like walnuts, or you don't like pecans or cashews, you can leave it out. Actually, if you choose to, you don't have to add any nuts, because some people could be allergic to nuts. So we have to be very careful. But in this situation, I'm going to add some walnuts, because this is some nuts that I had left over. And also another tip for you: if you have leftover nuts that has not expired, because they will taste horrible if you buy them store packaged and they have expired, what will happen is they will get real rancid and taste horrible. So what I do when mine is not expired and I open up a bag and that bag has not totally been used, I will take it and put it in the freezer, okay? And you can use them at a later time, but you want to use it before it expires, okay? And as you can see, the chocolate chips are melting, and I've turned my stove down to about the number 3, okay? Everyone's stove is different. This is an electric stove, so we're going to continue to stir until these chips are melted, and I'm going to come back when I get ready to put the marshmallow fluff in, okay? All right, I'll be back. Okay, now I have added the marshmallow fluff, okay, or the marshmallow cream, whatever you want to call it, okay? And this is what it's going to look like now, okay? We've removed it from the heat. Remember, we don't want it to burn. We want to continue to stir, so all of this goodness will just merge together and be awesome. Now, I also went ahead and added my vanilla. You also want to add a teaspoon of vanilla, okay? So I added that with it, and now we're just going to stir this until this all mixed together. And then when it's all mixed together, I'm going to add a cup of my walnuts, okay? So we're going to continue to stir until we get this all meshed in together. And in the meanwhile, prepare a 9 by 13 pan. I'm using a foil pan. It's just a foil pan, and I've sprayed it with some cooking spray lightly, and that's what I'm going to place my fudge in, my walnut fudge, my dad's famous walnut fudge. Very simple. It's very easy. It's a very quick thing to do. The holidays are coming up, and I'm not going to say how many times I'm going to get on, but it's been a while since I've been on, and I'm gonna try to get back on. Sometime life will take you on a different adventure than what you plan, and so you just roll with the flow, and everything will be all right. It will work out fine for you. So the reason I have one hand holding my camera and then the other hand holding and stirring my mix. Okay, hold on tight. I'll be right back. Okay, my friends, now I'm going to add my walnuts. Okay, just sprinkle them in. Remember, the fire is off. I have removed the pot from the fire, and then we're just going to stir and incorporate these walnuts in. Okay. Oh, this is going to be so good. And this is actually one of my candies, the fudge, that has been a tradition in my house to make for Christmas, but we're just doing it early. And the reason why is I went to my pantry and I did a pantry clean out, and so there were some things that were coming to expire, and we don't like to get rid of anything and throw anything away that we don't have to. So those items that I had, I took them and I said I'm going to cook them up today. Now I have one more other thing that I had in my pantry, and that is a no-bake cheesecake. So the next thing that I'm going to be preparing on tonight, before tonight is over, is I'm going to make a cheesecake for Sunday dessert. But this here, you can take it, you can put it in an airtight container and just put some out, and the rest you can put up, okay? And pull it out as you want it. That way we won't be so greedy. Okay. Now I'm going to have to put you back down for a second that I'll be able to pour this, because again, I'm the camera lady today, and it's just me. So sit back and hold tight. I'll be back. Okay, now we're finishing up the product, and what we're going to do is just spread it in the pan evenly. You can use parchment paper if you want to under that, but what I did was just sprayed it lightly with some cooking spray. Just use your favorite cooking spray and put it in here, and just make sure it's even. You can use a bigger pan if you like, okay? Mine will probably come out a maybe 1.5 inches thick, and that's okay. But this is what it is. Now, when it cools off, we're going to come back and show you what the finished product is. Okay, sit back. We'll be back.